So there's a series called Dealing with the Mikadono Sisters is a breeze, which I will not lie to you. I did not think that was the name. It sounds a lot more corny when I'm saying it out loud in English. I forgot what the name was completely, and I thought it was just called like the Mikadono Sisters or some shit. Anyway, so the main synopsis of the series, right, in case you haven't watched it, or just don't care about spoilers that I'm about to get into, is not you, the individual, the individual, is coming into this like private school, right? And it's like full of really talented people, right? From athletics to acting to, you know, academic shit, all that stuff, yeah? And he is a famous actress's son, I say Subaru, I believe, right? And she's dead, and he goes to the school, and boom, right? He fucking sucks at everything. This dude is so ass at everything he does, except for one single thing, which we find out a bit later into the first episode. But anyway, so the first episode goes on, right? He fails at the this karate dojo. The three sisters come in and sees that he sucks at us at everything. So they say, hey, clean up the fucking gym. Which, that's bullshit. Like, if you lose, you clean the gym. But she didn't even want to fucking do this shit, but they made him anyway. But, so, right, he cleans the fucking thing, right? And he's so good at cleaning because, you know, the whole shit is fucking spotless. The whole, like, dojo, which I think is really just the gym of the school. And so he goes home, right? Or he goes to his new home. He's not, for some reason, living in his dead mother's house, which I feel like by Japanese law, I think he'd be able to, right? Like, I don't even think he needs to be in the house. I think he could just stay there, but we find out why he might not even want to do that, even if he could, in a little bit. So, he goes over, right? Boom! All the three sisters are there. One of them came out naked with the towel on, which of course she did. And, you know, her whole shebang is, holy shit, these three bitches that I had to deal with, who I do not like, they're now part of my family, technically. By technicality. He's just letting them stay with them. The main point is, he's not staying with them, right? And that's the whole thing. And apparently his late mother's wishes was to, like, make a nice and happy family like she couldn't do with him because she was just such a shit mother because of her work, right? So, my main problem I'm kind of having with the series, by the way, this is going into heavy manga spoilers, and as of right now, I'm only caught up into 193. I'm currently reading 193. I haven't finished yet. So this could be surprisingly fucking outdated by the time I record and edit and send this video out. But from what I've seen so far, we gotten to the point where, you know, the three sisters really they like the same dude. Their fucking grandma found out like they like the same guy by just having them meeting them again and be like, holy shit, they like the same dude. And also fucking Yu was there because of course he was. And the only person who I think does not know that the sisters like Yu, besides everyone at the school, I think, is the dad. The dad has no idea. This dude is fucking clueless about everything, and it's so funny and how he still does not know, but he's such a serious dude. But my problem, right, that I was getting into is they're trying to set it up, right? Like, they're gonna confess after like some big event or some shit, right? At least that's how I'm taking it. Alright, this is post sound recording, by the way. So I just remembered as I'm listening to everything, like editing this audio and shit. No, that is in fact not what happened. What did happen was the girls decided they want to make you confess to them because they think it's so beneath them to confess to you, which that's fucking crazy, but whatever. And, and so then they were gonna say at the the festival, right? The festival. I forgot what the name of the festival was, right? But anyway, so they said whoever contributed the most is gonna, have the right to go after you while the other two is set aside. So now I have to edit out an entire different part of the video that I was talking about, which I just talked about. So, yeah, if the audio seems a bit weird, that's why. Because I'm fucking stupid. So at least I was agreed among the sisters, blah, blah, blah. You says, oh, y'all were like so, but y'all really helped a lot. And basically he didn't give any of them the chance to be like, yeah, you did the most. Which, I guess it's in character for you, but that's so fucking annoying because every single rom-com I've seen, or a lot of them, did this shit. And it's so annoying. Like, Call Me, right? That shit went on for over fucking 300 chapters, and the only time, and I think they got, I think the couple got, when they got established, I think it was around the 200 chapter point mark at some point. They still had another 100, I think, or so chapters, or at least it felt that way, left, and they even got a fucking third girl who, the Mikadono, I think is his name, right? Shit, I don't remember this dude's name. I think it's Tadano, right? Anyway, Chadano. Anyway, right? So they had another 100 chapters, and they're even including a third girl, because of course she did, because of course they did. But it ended, right? So at least there's that. Went to Girlfriend. I'm gonna make a whole video about that because I can't believe that shit got a season 5. That shit was still going on. I think it's still running on over 300. I think 300 chapters, or about over 300 chapters now. And fucking Kazuya, this dude, started getting almost laid, I believe, with the main girl because this fucking author made Kazuya, I think is his name, Kazuya, yeah. Kazuya look more like him. What the fuck are we doing with Japan? But yeah, no, rom-coms annoy the shit out of me when they do this sometimes, but I sometimes let it go because, I kind of turn my brain off a bit, I'm not gonna lie, and the Mikadono sisters, in my opinion, at least is making a bit of progress. They actually acknowledge that they like the guy, and they're still trying at least their best for these three sisters who've only just been focused on furthering their careers their entire life into, trying to deal love with their own way, try to confess to this guy. But I hate that they're taking so long, and especially the fucking sister, the oldest sister of the family, I think is, Kazumi, I think is her name. Some shit like that, I don't even know, bro, I'm sorry. Hello, post edit here. Again, it's Katsuki. Yeah. The blue-haired one, who's the actor, and known as the Prince, she only got, I think, 6 months left, half a year, because she graduates soon. If it don't at least have an established couple by that time frame, I'm gonna be annoyed, because she's not even gonna be able to fucking be in the same vicinity, especially, if she has a more abroad, acting job, right? Which I think she got offered at some point, but I don't remember if she took it or not right now. But yeah, I think this overall as a series, I like the series. Of course, there's some things that in my opinion, I think they can kind of improve on. But the series is it's a pretty good read, in my opinion, and a pretty good watch too. I actually haven't finished the anime, even though I know everything that's happening in the anime because I'm on the manga. But I think it's a good series. If you like rom-coms and you don't mind, a shitload of chapters where the fucking progress almost seems like it's getting nowhere, but trust me, it does, and it's just kind of slow, then, I recommend checking it out. The art's really good. The characters, in my opinion, are not that bad. Maybe, Yu was actually a really good character, despite how, his core concept is, which is he's kind of the shy, failure, introverted guy. At least is how it seems. But he's actually a lot more capable personality-wise than you would initially think when first reading the series. And the sisters are so funny in how they deal with their fucking stupid-ass antics in their own way. They seem like geniuses individually, but then when they get all together, it's that trope where they just lose fucking brain cells. And it's also cool that the family's actually getting more together as an actual family, start functioning more that way, to the point that three sisters are actually acting like fucking brain dead siblings together, having these fun sibling moments. Yeah, I kind of made that long, but in conclusion, The series is good. I recommend you read it, but it's fine if you don't. I can understand if you don't like shit being dragged out, but, you know, for something being dragged out, it's a pretty good series. The art is really good too, in my opinion.